Bitch tits.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of...
Maple syrup!
Maple syrup, yes. But villains Jumpchain. And so today, the last episode, you guys burned the living hell out of Vale. The entire place is dead.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did you remember to do the audio this time? Separate the audio?
Yeah, they separate the audio separate. I did for my me.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's super annoying because I'm going to have to. For you guys who are listening to this right now, for the previous episode, it sounds a little bit awkward because I had all the audio mixed into one track. So I actually now have to go into each, into both the hero and the villain episode of episode 11, and I have to go into the quiet parts and actually make them loud, which is going to suck because that's like 2 hours I have to go into.
I apologize.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not your fault. It's entirely
all right. Anyway.
Yeah, you're good. But anyway, so last episode, you guys burned down Vale. You guys saw what happened with the White Fang. The White Fang basically went along with you for the most part. Adam betrayed your team after he got Blake. I don't know why I cannot remember her name often. But yeah, Blake and Yang, he managed to get them injured, more or less, and managed to kind of destabilize their relationship there.
Save them.
Yeah. Your name is right there. God, I'm blind.
Silver.
Yeah. Silver managed to save the two of them by letting them run away and then going after them, which... I seriously, my name is Hayne names right now. Adam can't just let you do it because his main focus is on Blake, not on you guys. Although the White Fang is still after Brunette and the like. So after the entirety of Vale fell, more or less, you guys are, I don't know, I guess grouped together or so. I don't know where you guys are going specifically.
Basically, we're at the edge watching Vale burn right now.
Yeah, just watching. Yeah.
Y'all do it now. I'm actually with Sun. I followed him, and we both worked together to find Blake. So y'all on your own. I'm following Sun.
My character
over.
Huh?
My character gives I guess my character has a communicator on him just in case. My character actually is planning to go back to Salem's castle very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have a communicator. Sorry.
Since I'm waiting
Mm-hmm.
My character's going back to Salem.
And Rogue, I'm assuming that you're going with Roasted, unless you have other things to attend to.
Yeah, for now I'll go back to For now I'll be with Roasted.
Alright, cool.
Why not?
Yeah. So you and Roasted go to Salem's castle, which I'm just don't show.
And I actually find something quickly on the plane ride. And it's a red coat and a red, and I put it on and be like, not in a million years. And then
You're not Carmen Sandiego, South
and I look back at it like, gosh damn it, Carmen Sandiego.
Where in the world are you?
So wait. I guess we're gonna walk through the door.
More or less, yep. And
Yeah.
Salem, of course, is standing there with her epically mischievous eyes. Cinder's also there along with the other two. Watts is, of course, back in Mistral because he's Watts. He doesn't care.
Emerald and Mercury, I guess, are behind her, I guess.
More or less, yeah. They're always just kind of in the background. As Salem looks at the two of you. Well done. Although I see the rest of your team could not be here today.
They had other business to attend to.
Silver, I know, is tracking to go to Menagerie and go track Blake down. And Azul, well, Azul is Azul. He busts down walls.
I heard he was cooking for Yang and her family.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was gonna go cook
Interesting
for
way
Yang
of connecting with them. Now then, on to bigger matters. You have now successfully taken down Vale. Very ingenious plan, along with the help of dear Cinder here. Cinder just kind of nods. You notice that she looks like someone slapped her in the face with a gigantic hammer made of God. Or you imagine that's what it looked like when someone is that quiet.
My character looks at
Is
like
the Volume 4 version of her?
No, this is, you guys have, again, like, shifted most of the timeline and whatnot, so she's still in regular costume. Yeah, she hasn't been hurt or anything like that. She just looks like the fear of God was put into her. What are you saying, Rusty?
I was saying, like, I thought Cinder would be... I look at Cinder, I ask her, like, I thought you'd be more happy considering you got the full power of the Fall Maiden.
Well, with the full power, comes great, responsibilities, I suppose. Salem looks at the two of you and just kind of nods. Yes, you see, Cinder here is training under me for now. She's going to learn how to use her full powers. Or we'll see. Now then, on to bigger matters. Now that you've taken down Vale.
My character and I guess Ro goes to sit down.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, might as well.
Now on to bigger matters, which you can discuss with your team once you meet up with them once more. So, the four of you, or many were there, I think you three, so that's like 7, I suppose, maybe more. Anyways, all of you have managed to take down Vale, which has been a thorn in my side for more years than I care to count. Now, unfortunately, Oz has not been seen again. Cinder, well, we're pretty sure Cinder killed him, but Cinder kind of, like, bashfully looks away. Anyways, now that you got Vale out of the way, as well as the many towns around are scared of us, we have sent many, many Grim over to scour the land to find the vault. There are 4 vaults and 4 maidens. Each maiden carries the key to hold and to open a vault to allow us access to an object which gives us immeasurable power. Unfortunately, Ozpin has decided not to keep the relic of the fall inside of the fall vaults. He kept it somewhere, which is very, very annoying. But we have Grim searching the area, and Dr. Watts is making some more designs in order to find the area. So we will find it eventually, and dear Cinder here will open up those doors and give us the crown of choice.
Actually, if I may, Miss Salem, we actually took, my friend Ro here actually took something off of one of the biggest inventors in Atlas.
Oh?
Yes, I did. It turns out she kept her, one of her biggest projects on it, which is designs for Penny.
The Polendina girl?
Yeah, Penny Polendina, yeah.
Interesting.
The android capable of generating aura.
Exactly. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't have the programming for her, but all the schematics and how to build all the schematics and everything else are on there. I imagine she would keep all the programming information to herself.
Dr. Watts can certainly use that information in order to build some robots, which, I could maybe include Grim in there. Create armored Grim.
Actually, do we have, does anyone have Dr. Watts' phone number?
You notice that, I think his name was Hazel, was it?
Hazel, yeah, Reinhardt.
Hazel,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
Hazel.
Yeah, and Tyrion was the other one, I think, yeah. So Hazel,
No,
like...
Tyrion, I'm the Tyrion of our group.
Yeah, so Hazel pulls up his phone as he simply says, "We always have him on speed dial," as he puts down the scroll.
All right. Call him very quickly. If Miss Salem, if I can call him, please.
She nods as she calls him. Yes, what is it?
Dr. Watts.
Oh, rats, how you doing?
I thought you called me Bat.
Alright. Bat, how you doing?
We actually got something very special for you, and something that you may like.
Oh?
Tell me, how much do you know about top secret Android project in Atlas?
I practically designed the name. That damn Polendina girl didn't get me to it first. What's it to you?
Well, we have her plans for Penny, that Penny android.
Oh?
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the coding for it, but we have all the other things to make androids similar to Penny.
Interesting. I could
Would you
potentially
be
use
interested?
her in order, use that in order to create objects, which will make it so that she would not be able to fight against it. Or maybe she would be able to fight against it if she'd be willing to kill her own daughter again and again and again. Psychological torment. Plus, androids. Interesting. Send me the info.
Okay,
My my character just rolled that and he says he thought of an idea like, actually, while you're doing that, is there any offshore Atlas facilities that you know about? Any Atlas facilities that were shut down, like out of Atlas? Like, wasn't there one during the Great War near Vacuo?
There is a Atlas. Most of the Atlas materials and Atlas shipments and whatnot are kept near Atlas itself. The primary place there, of course, is there's a secondary Atlas place. Hold on. Let me try again.
Mantle.
Yeah, Mantle was, of course, Mantle. That's where they kept not nearly all their equipments that they have not used in decades. And they say that it's in order to make it so that it stays cold, so it doesn't go into nuclear World War III. But I think they just don't want us to get our hands on it. It's one of the reasons why I keep working here. And by working here, obviously, I mean I sneak in every now and again. But, you know.
Is it possible for us to build a robot army? Because Rogue here had that idea. If possible, he gave me the idea of this. How about to make like different versions of Penny Belladonna, have them have different looks or someone like that, and have them infiltrate the high top places. And when we have their everything ready, they'll go into battle mode. When we give them it's kind of like a sleeper agent kind of thing.
Interesting idea, difficult application, but it could potentially be possible. However, I doubt it will be used as actual infiltration units, as they are now being watched by pretty much every single creature on Earth. But it could be used as an interesting robotic experiment in order to create mass destruction on a global scale. Ooh.
Next thing you know, we'll create mecha robos. Hell, we might as well create one called G-Frighteners.
Hey, let's go.
Exactly.
Power making dudes. Just make the Zords.
Accidentally texted Rogue some of Roasted's plan for some powerful plastic explosives.
Yeah, so, he, like, you can hear him kind of, like, shuffling through a lot of stuff, so he's like, well, you see, I could potentially make those, but I'm gonna make those in a very different way, mostly because I want to torture that Paladina girl until she cries for mercy. And show her for getting first place in every single science test we ever did.
With me. Yeah.
That's fine, as long as we get some battle bots to attack Vale. Besides, I want to see how well Atlas machines know against what did I call G-Frighteners? I guess I just said that. I don't fucking care.
It will be done. They will be designed, and they shall destroy their souls. And that Paladina girl will bow to her superior. Click.
And maybe then we'll get the secret to how she got an aura in Penny. Maybe.
Salem looks at you for a second. An aura into a creature that does not have a soul.
Yeah, that's been puzzling me a lot.
Interesting.
Actually,
well, we have not found the Winter Maiden, nor have we found the Summer Maiden, or even properly found the Spring Maiden as of yet. So that might be the cause of it, although there are many different forces at play. For example, some of my powers have gotten loose as of late.
Sorry about the cough, guys.
Okay.
Try not to die.
I'm alright.
Yeah, she's like, it's a very interesting idea how that could be done. If you do find her, capture her, and then I will personally torture her to see what secret she has to lie. Now then, on to further points. The four of you, well, I'm two of you at the moment, I suppose, are going to be going on a mission to find the next relic. This relic is, well, it's in a place we don't typically go. It's inside of Vacuo.
Vacuo.
Survival of the fittest, I've heard out there.
Yes.
Yeah, same here.
The number one law is very simple. If you can survive there, you're welcome there. If you cannot survive there, don't even try. Nice. But yeah, she's like, now, if you guys do, in fact, now you guys are going to go there soon. Obviously, she's saying this in more Salem way. I suck at being Salem.
Yeah, it's fine.
She's like, so, your next mission is to go there. Now, there are a few warnings I have for you. One, the headmaster is, unlike most of the other headmasters you may have seen before. He specializes in fist-fighting Grimm. And I don't mean normally, by punching them. I mean he wrestles them, kicks them into other Grimms, and rips them in half. He is a very dangerous foe.
Ports!
Yes, but worse. He's a very dangerous foe, and his second command is, well, she was originally at Lysian. Now she's Vacuin, because she moved there on purpose.
So, I'm just gonna ask this really quick. What do we meet up with at Vacuum? Does Cinder and her group go to Mistral still? That's what I was...
Yeah. She continues this with, now Salem and the rest of their group will not be joining you, for they have a different mission going to Mistral. They shall see if they can enter the Spring Maiden's location, if they can find Raven.
Oh, yeah.
The last thing that we heard was that Raven was in control of the Spring Maiden a long, long time ago. Whether she is still in control or not is what they will be going to find out.
I guess I already met Raven. Something about her rubbed me the wrong way. And it wasn't
She's a
just
very dangerous foe.
So, I rolled a 19. Y'all are gonna hate me. So I really quick. I communicate like while I'm alone in like an area where Sun and Blake aren't with me. I communicate like one of those like hologram things that they do with Salem, but I send it to I'm not communicating, trying to get in touch with Rosid's character, Midnight.
Yeah.
So my character contacts him, and I ask permission. Well, first I ask, what is the mission for us? Right now, I'm tracking Blake, and I'm following.
Well, right now we're going to head to Vacuo in the next month. Right now, we need to relax. And besides, I've been feeling weird lately.
So, Mr. Salem, do I have your permission to go with? Well, right now, while I'm in Menagerie with these Swanus, with Blake and do I have your permission to go and meet up with Cinder at one, and then go and help out with my team afterwards?
You are more than welcome to. They are not our highest priority at the moment, but destabilizing the entirety of the Faunus culture over there using Blake as a forefront with the White Fang over there would be a very interesting plan. Unfortunately, it would take quite some doing considering their team. But trying to keep them away from each other would be a rather good plan.
Okay. Will do, Mr. Silvan. I will be in touch if you ever need me. Good day. I hang out.
All right. Well, this is interesting. Oh, sorry, I was caught up in this book that you and me found at that ruins. Apparently, I found here where there was some old alchemy stuff. Apparently, this was known as like a rage poison. If people were to, use it too much, hence the name, it would cause people to cause into a rage overdose. So, like, let's say if people started breathing in the gas too much, they would go into a rage frenzy and start hurting more people around them.
Interesting.
Problem is, aura can heal most of their stuff. I don't know if there's a way to reduce aura ability.
So far, we have not been able to locate such a power, but with all the different powers of semblances, we might find one soon.
If we can find someone or something that can do that, Rogue.
Yep.
Do you have any devices or anything? Once we go into Vacuo, I want to see if we can find something, if we can disperse something throughout the place. And besides, if that can do that, I want to test it on a few small villages and one things that no one really cares about.
Okay, so what are you trying to look for again?
If we can find someone or something that can lower aura ability, not like completely disable it, otherwise people are going to get really suspicious. If we can find something or someone who can do that, if we can make this poison as well, we might be able to unleash it on the entire town, on the entire city of Vacuo. And what happens when a whole town or a whole city starts to go into a rage frenzy? What does that attract?
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Grim at the doorstep coming up from the earth. It'll be just like Vale, except worse. People will start turning on each other. And this will be much
mentions
worse.
up as you say this. There are 4 different relics that could potentially be of use here. The first one that we have almost found is the Relic of Choice. Again, we're not quite sure what most of these do, but their ideas let us, the names give us an idea. The Relic of Choice, I'm assuming, allows you control over large populations of people, or at least the ability to influence their choices. So you might also be able to influence other things, like maybe their aura, or other portions. The Relic of Destruction could be used potentially to destroy specific parts of creatures, like aura, or possibly using it for the chaotic force of destruction, of destroying houses and stuff with a single swing. There's also the Relic of Knowledge, which has been used. It allows you 3 questions, and allows you an answer to any of those 3 questions whatsoever. And finally, we have the last relic. What was it called again?
The Relic of Creation.
Thank you. The Relic of Creation. Again, we're not entirely sure what this does, but the idea does give but the name does give us an idea.
The Relic of Destruction, I believe, is located under Vacuo, correct?
Yes. You need the powers of the Summer Maiden in order to access it. A maiden we have not seen for many, many, many decades. The last one that we even assume was possibly a maiden was Summer Rose. Hence why we keep such a firm eye on Ruby Rose. Unfortunately, she has not displayed any of the characteristics of a Summer Maiden, but it also is something that may come with age. So we're not sure if she is, and we're not even sure if Summer Rose was the original Summer Maiden in the first place. The whereabouts of a Summer Maiden are completely unknown.
It looks like we're going to have to do a little investigating of our own. And I got a feeling something was up with that team that we fought. Something was off about them.
Which team?
Yeah, same here. The team that we fought from Atlas, yeah.
Did you notice that big bulky girl? Did you notice how her aura was so overflowing? That was either one of Atlas's pet projects. I don't understand.
That girl scares me still.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, she's
Team Phoenix from Atlas.
Yep.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. That girl was not.
She was terrifying.
She was God-defying.
Sayla pops up again. Team Phoenix from Atlas. I'm honestly surprised you managed to defeat them as well as you did. And by as well, you obviously remember that 2 of your teammates were knocked. Well, actually, no, 3 of your teammates were completely knocked down. You won by barely a hair.
Hey,
and she says that
yeah.
she was surprised you won by as much as you did.
I took down that beast twice.
Yeah, no.
Don't even give me that shit. I did.
Man. She's like, I'm surprised you managed to take them down as well as you did, considering they are a special
MVP.
ops. Especially considering they are a special
same.
ops designed to fight against huntresses and huntsmen.
Oh, bullshit. I was MVP.
So I got a feeling we're going to be meeting those 4 again real soon.
It is likely.
Yeah, most likely.
Still
get a
calling
rematch,
bullshit.
It is likely
Still
you will
calling
meet them
bullshit.
again, as they will probably be on. They are on Ironwood's paycheck at the moment. They go wherever he tells them to.
Though something was up with me during that fight. I felt myself black out.
Yes. Unfortunately, the parasite is taking a bit of a toll on your everything. It was made to devour the one that it comes into contact with, so you may have difficulty with it. But we shall
That's
see.
fine. No. I was playing.
You just like
That hurts
hear
my ear.
like Burnett screaming through the earpiece with you guys. Just screaming he was hit by Rogue. Oh, that's fantastic. But yeah, so Salem is simply nods and is like, if it gets worse, let me know, and I shall use my methods to help. You notice that Cinder gives a extremely noticeable shiver as she says that. And by shiver, I mean it looks like she got hit by lightning and then stabbed.
I look at this, I'm just curious, but I don't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Like me. Yeah. But anyway, so she continues with the four of them are specially trained Black Ops team designed to fight and hunt down huntsmen and hunters and huntsmen and huntresses.
Huntresses and
Good
huntressmen.
God. That they believe have gone rogue or are out of place, I suppose. They will likely be hunting you.
So, just so that they hear me crying from the other side of the earth, like, no, don't mention her again.
Christ.
I just, out of my mind, I'm thinking, someone's talking about that beast. Oh God, just mention her.
Now, she is, the lion faunus is an interesting candidate for, possibly a summer maiden. However, we've been watching her for a very long time. Aside from her large aura pool, much, much larger than any other inhabitant we've ever seen, she does appear to not have any qualities of a summer maiden. However, that seems to be very constant with us now, so we are keeping a very watchful eye on her.
I totally forgot,
Okay.
yeah. I feel bad for Azul in that battle. I got knocked out by Rogue. Not even
Yeah,
by
no.
our enemy.
Like twice he got knocked out.
Yeah.
I got dropped down to 3 and then knocked out
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
because of Rogue.
Hey, I don't control my lightning as much as you want me to.
I'm still MVP.
That was a willing sacrifice you made.
But anyways, so she nods at all of you. So your goal for this mission is to find out where the Summer Vault is and possibly find who the Summer Maiden is if possible. I severely doubt you will be able to, but it is one thing to do.
Where there's a will, there's a way, they say.
Yeah, true, you never know.
We have watchful eyes all over the world, and the Summer Maiden has not popped up once. The only maiden that we have not nearly discovered, the Winter Maiden we discovered over a decade ago, but she seems to have switched. Not entirely sure who, but we know that they are somewhere in Atlas. The Spring Maiden was originally with Raven, and the Fall Maiden, she looks at Cinder, has been disposed of. So the only one that we need to know where is the Summer Maiden. Might be in Vacuo, might even be under our eyes as of this moment. But for now, you are to find out where the Summer Vault is, and then find out where the other vaults are. We will contact you if we find out where the Fall Vault is.
That's fine. Yeah. If you'll excuse me, I'm probably going to go down into, well, you all know where I'll be.
She nods.
The chamber? The Parasite Chamber. My character walks out to go down there for a while.
Rogue, what do you do at this point?
That's a good question.
The teammates
Actually,
all on their, own
Actually, the
kind of
biggest
thing
thing is Rogue has contacts. Maybe he could find a few contacts.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, I keep forgetting about that. So I'll also be asking around with my the contacts I have, see if I can find any information on the maiden as well.
So you decide to. I'm gonna move you guys back to the world map here. Whoops, that was not me clicking the world map. Boop. So you guys, yeah, going back to the world map, so I can just point out a couple more things here. So you have a little bit of contacts in pretty much every point in the planet at this point. You made a lot of contacts in Vale and whatnot. The number one information. Let me roll d20 here. All right, cool. So you get some information, not a whole lot, about the maidens. Kind of clarifies what was said before. Somebody who has similar powers to the Summer Maiden has popped up a few times in Vale. The last known record that you can find at least was relaying back to Summer Rose, but again, that might just be a coincidence of the name. You're not entirely sure. Vacuo has literally never had a odd presence like Atlas, Mistral, or Vale have about their maidens. Literally never, not even once, has something like that. Which you don't know if that's a sign of there's something there and it's hiding, or there's nothing there and we shouldn't care. Atlas has had a couple of issues over the years, since they have moved from Mantle to Atlas, and all that fun stuff. I'm going to turn back on 3D dice, because I'm kind of interested in doing that. But yeah, Atlas has a couple of problems every now and again. Mistral has had some of the biggest issues you've ever heard of. Also, the fact that you were part of some of those issues were pretty entertaining to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, in Atlas, there's been a lot of problems there, especially now. Pretty much the entire world is backing Atlas into a corner. Mistral is second on that list as well. And Menagerie is hiding like they always do, because people decide to shove an entire race of people into a single island. Not the best place.
Yeah, I would see that can be troublesome.
Yep. Is there anything else you specifically want to look for besides the maidens?
My character goes to...
I'd also look to see if there's any clues to where the vaults are. So.
The vaults. Again, I'll roll d20 just because I want to be semi-fair. Wow.
Damn.
Okay, that's not a okay, I just want to be very specific here with the video that I'm watching. This might be looking at the previous... Oh, no, that's Azul's. Okay. Me and Azul roll at the same time, so I'm looking at blue 7, but there's a 19 on there.
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah, you rolled
That's
a 19,
so weird.
buddy.
Yeah, I'm seeing a blue 7. That's so weird.
Because I rolled
That would be Azul.
Wow,
Actually,
that
dude,
was like
if you roll
such
your
good
dice one
timing.
more time, if you try to roll 3D dice, you can't even see your number.
Oh, that's weird. I'm not getting a... I'm not getting
Black
3D
dice.
dice to that. Oh, is it because I'm black?
okay.
Let's see. Let's pick another color.
You have 3D dice enabled?
Oh
Yeah,
god!
is it because I'm black?
Oh,
I'm black. I'm black. I'm really,
that
really
actually-
black.
Just that question.
Oh wow.
Let's go with that one.
Because I'm black?
There we
actually,
go.
I'm drinking
Oh,
my
wow.
There we
drink.
go.
Hit 19, we
Sid,
go.
Sid, I'm drinking my drink. You say that. I legit cough up it.
It's because I'm black. I'm black.
I'm back
I'm
in
totally
black,
not
motherfucker.
racist. I hope everyone aware that. Anyway, so
Yeah,
you got
I know.
19.
Yeah.
So you do find a lot of information about the vaults. They are not the most kept hidden secret. Mistral's one is directly under the chamber for... Oh, Jesus. Is directly under the chamber for the headmaster. That is probably the easiest one you can possibly find, because everyone knows where it is. Not entirely sure exactly where it is, but it's pretty much directly underneath the headmaster. It's not a well hidden secret. Blah.
Okay.
Vale,
Okay.
not a clue. Ozpin hid that thing like you were trying to hide a pin inside of a freaking machine that only has pins.
Ozpin was really a clever guy and
Yeah.
was good at hiding
Vacuo,
things,
you're not
even-
quite sure. It's a desert, so you imagine it's somewhere in a desert. You don't know?
Probably under a rock
Um,
somewhere.
And Atlas is a frozen wasteland, so that shouldn't be too difficult to find either.
True.
It's somewhere in Mantle, though, oddly enough. Oh, nice. Yeah. Inside of Atlas, specifically inside of Mantle, is where that one is. Oh, neat.
Okay.
Inside of Vacuo, again, you're not entirely sure. So that's basically info you got. Midnight Shade, you got very similar info to him. You got a little bit more info on Atlas. It's definitely inside of the vault, inside of what you call it, Mantle. Thank you.
So,
Inside Mantle.
I lived in Atlas for a shit ton of years. Y'all just gave me the maiden's info. Give me that maiden.
You
bitch.
have absolutely no idea who the maiden is.
Hey.
The maidens are extremely well-kept secrets. In fact, not even the maidens half the time know who the maidens are. I can guarantee you, the only thing I'll tell you about the Sun Maiden, she does not know she's a maiden.
I was thinking this one.
For Atlas, she also doesn't know she's a maiden. Yeah, the two maidens that you have not found yet have no idea that they are actually maidens.
Please tell me it's Weiss, because I can cut her head off.
I'll tell you right now, it's not.
Okay, good. I'm still gonna cut her head
Beyond that, can't tell you anything more about the maidens.
Okay.
My character just used that 20 for maiden info and for ruins info.
Yeah. Ruins, you found in terms of the maidens, you pretty much just found out the same information that I said previously. The maidens don't know who they are, to the best of your knowledge. You just started burning trees down. You're not aware of who the maidens are. You're very certain that the maiden who is in the Atlas is in fact in the Atlas. The most likely the most likely maidens inside of Atlas are Winter Schnee, Weiss Schnee, and the head researcher, as well as a couple other females inside of Mistral.
Willow Schnee. She's still alive. Willow Schnee.
Yeah.
I think.
So the Schnee family are the most likely. You believe that the head researcher could possibly be one, simply because she made an android with what you call it?
With a soul.
With a soul. But on the other hand, she's a engineer, and there's the Schnee family, so it's a toss-up at the moment between the two of them.
True.
Because either one could do it. Summer, no idea. Fall, obviously, and Mistral, you're fairly certain it's Raven, but it could also be someone who's with Raven, because again, the last person seen was with Raven, and Raven is extremely protective of her tribe, so it might have been somebody with Raven. And then for the vaults, you found out the one side Mistral is in fact in a volcano. The one side Vale you already found. Vacuo, you're almost certain there's one inside of some of the deserts, and Atlas inside of the snowy biomes. You're not entirely sure where inside Vacuo and Atlas they are, but you do know that it typically adheres to the type. For example, Vale was inside of a forest. Mistral is inside a volcano, fitting its chaotic nature. Atlas will be inside of some of the ice biome because it's frozen wasteland, and Vacuo will be inside one of the desert places because it's a desert wasteland.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's basically the info you got over there.
So.
Okay.
So what now?
Yeah. So is that all you want to look for, Rogue?
Yeah, for now. Yeah, because
Okay.
I can't think of anything else.
Cool.
Actually, I do. No, I do have one more thing.
Mhm.
Can I find any more info on Vacuo and see who to avoid or?
Well, you see, you got a 6, but on the other hand, you don't know a whole lot about Vacuo. But there are some things in Vacuo that cannot, unless you got a critical fail twice in a row, be not heard of. Okay? It's literally impossible not to hear of some things in Vacuo. The number one thing, as Salem said, the headmaster's insane. Second thing, his lieutenant, his right-hand person, is a female who is originally from Atlas, who moved to Vacuo on purpose because she wanted to live in Vacuo. On purpose.
Yay!
This scares you.
Wow.
Crazy people.
That does scare me a little bit, since going from a cold environment, an icy cold environment, to a dry hot environment.
You also learn that the entirety of Vacuo is essentially, if you take Australia, and then you take a wasteland, and then you add every single possible natural disaster you can possibly think of, and shove them all together.
That does sound brutal, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's sand whirlpools, There's whirlpools called tornadoes above the sand. There's both at the same time. Yeah, that's shocking. There's sandworms. There's sand sharks. There are ginormous giraffe grim, as well as a couple other types of grims in there. There are very few cities around Vacuo, and there's earthquakes that are constantly there. There's even tsunamis, which will randomly hit Vacuo for no reason in particular. The ground will randomly split open and push back together. It's like if you took the horrifyingness of Australia, the animals in South Australia, and then you just put that horribleness into an actual continent. And then you took all the animals and put them on top.
So basically, our worst fears times 10.
Yeah! It's also why
Sweet,
the number
okay.
one quotation from Vacuo is, if you can live here, you're welcome. Because, not a lot of people can. You notice that the reason why the Vacuo town specifically is, you can just keep making fires, basically. But you notice that the main reason why the town of Vacuo is so important is because it is the one place on that entire continent that doesn't
That has
get
no
hit.
sharks or...
Yeah.
That has no sharks or,
Pretty much. It's the one
worms.
spot on the entire continent that doesn't get hit by natural disasters every 10 minutes. So it's the only safe place. All the other tiny towns and whatnot are constantly being bombarded by freaking sand waves or desert, the dust, whatever you call it, dust storms.
Or even desert wielding, or even desert grim.
Yeah, desert grim. There's like 15 billion types of them. And so there's so many dangers inside of there. And then the entire place is covered with sand. I don't want to make, like, that to be a small thing. No, I mean...
I would make a terrible
it's huge.
joke, but I don't want to.
Oh, you're welcome to.
I know. Okay, like, welcome to Iraq.
Yeah, so I really don't want to make the sandstorm seem like the smallest portion here, because they're about as vicious as if you took a windmill and put it in your face.
No, actually, no. Welcome to
That
Egypt.
So-
sandstorm was
Pretty
through.
much a sandblaster, okay.
Yeah,
So,
and
like,
so...
like I said,
Huh?
Do any of the small towns? Because I know Vacuo, like the main city, I believe, is
Yeah.
in the direct middle of everything. It's not near the ocean.
Yeah, it's like
But-
the ice.
But I know there's smaller. I know there's smaller, like
Smaller?
shut up. In the, like smaller towns like around it, where
Mhm.
they're not even near the ocean. Would they get tsunami?
They would probably
That
get
would
blast back
be-
from tsunami. It
But
reaches
there's
in like all the way over like there, like where
So
the
the
center
reason
of
why
that dot
I'm
is.
asking is because the reason why I'm asking is because that would be hilarious. It's like
Yeah.
we're nowhere near the water. How did this get here?
Yeah, sometimes they get hit by tsunamis. It's not very common, but it's also Vacuo. It's hell
It
on
just
Earth.
comes like it just
Well,
like,
yeah.
hey, we're in the middle of the desert. Oh wait, oh no, there's a tsunami. What the hell are they?
Pretty much, yeah.
So I guess while we're on our way to Vale,
Oh, Vacuo.
Vacuum.
Vacuo. I mean, you could go
Having
to
being
Vacuo through Vale, but
yeah.
One
I guess-
important thing that you did learn, though, before we continue, is Vacuo is the number one, I mean, like, top of the charts, supplier for body protection, like oils and stuff like that. They have the number one most epic manicures and, body washes and everything like that. And to a point where most of the Vacuans stand outside in these sandblaster weathers without shirts on.
that's impressive. But over time, I imagine anyone would figure that out.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying. In fact,
Don't.
the headmaster
Don't.
regularly just doesn't wear most anything besides shorts.
Please, no
Well,
joke.
if it's a hot as I think it is, then I don't blame them.
Yeah, it's it's roughly like 90 to 100 degrees like yearly. So it's hot.
Sounds like it does. Sounds like it does to me, and don't blame them for not wanting to wear barely anything. So
Yeah,
So, like,
they've learned.
All right,
Anyways.
where's my bonfire?
So a couple weeks or so pass, clearly, as time goes and whatnot, you guys get a little bit of information from all this. You guys kind of learn the ideas of where Vacuo is, a little bit more on the maidens. Burnett has a lot of fun, taking care of RWBY and Yang, although RWBY left for Mistral long before everything happens. And Yang's dad basically just tells him, thanks for all your help, man, and I really do appreciate having you here, but I think for now, Yang is perfectly fine. She just has to, start getting used to life again. So, yeah. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. Don't mind the giant. Don't mind the giant fire.
Yes. Yeah. So if you could just be on your way. Thanks, man. Here's some pancakes for you. But yeah, she's just only a little bit of time to recover. Thanks for all the help, but we can continue without you.
All right.
You're vaguely certain that he's attempting to get rid of you because most of his forest is now on fire.
Oh God!
Well, it's not the most of the forest. It's just the trees that cut down.
Yeah. He also kept breaking the stuff in his house, like the doors. Every single door.
He's tall. I can see that.
And since the forest is burning, he's kind of afraid that he's going to be running out of wood to repair his place. So.
I'm gonna just leave him a handsome sum of money to replace all the stuff.
Thanks, buddy. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. He as he's saying this, he's closing the door, he's interrupting himself as he's closing it.
You want to finish the sentence.
Thanks, buddy. Have fun doing. Okay, bye.
You just see the.
I just imagine when he closes the door. He slides down where it's he's on the floor, just contemplating life, being why did I let him? Why was he even in my house? Why did I let him stay? What is life?
Who is this guy?
That fire's gonna burn for about 2 days or so.
Oh, definitely.
So what's Malachi doing?
Oh, I'm still with. I'm in. So right now I made it to Menagerie with Sun and Blood.
Yeah.
I have met Blake's parents. Funny enough now. So I'm right now with them, and he said it's a week after.
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks. So it's a couple weeks before they go to Mistral altogether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she hasn't left or anything like that. Mm-hmm.
So right now, I would say probably it takes a couple weeks to gather people. So I'd say I've also met Elia and the White Fang there.
Yeah.
So I would say right now I'm trying to get some things done by. Right now, y'all are gonna hate me for this, but Elia. I'm trying. God damn me! Y'all are gonna hate me. So I will. This is when we're meeting Elia. I'm right now. Sweet talk. So
you may notice that her interest in you is so low that if you weren't positive she was gay, you would be horribly insulted.
You know, Elia's not gay. She's bi, right?
I'm gonna say she's gay at the moment. I'm gonna say you turned her fully gay.
Hey, that's perfect. That actually works. So that actually works because that works as my plan. So I flirt with her. She turns fully gay. I actually get her to join early.
Oh, that could be interesting.
So now,
Elia.
Elia, the chameleon girl. So I actually get her to join Blake earlier than it would be. So if you think about it, the White Fang don't attack her now in her house. Elia is now on their side.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Although
was
that could make it so Elia would be able to capture Blake a lot easier too.
and that also works in a second part of my plan. If she does capture Blake, I get led to Adam. Ah!
That is true. You would get immediately sent to Mistral going through that.
So right now, I turn to Blake. She goes to Blake and be like, "Get him over." And I'd be like, I look at Blake, wink, and be like, "You got this." So, so that all happens. I'm right now with them recruiting people now because of it's. I would say after all that we go through whatever happened. So it's. I guess I'm just hanging out. I still get along with Sun, but it's. I'm gonna actually roll this. Might fuck up everything. Oh, Kira hates me. Blake's dad hates me. Blake's dad.
Of course he hates you. He hates Sun too.
Well, even Kelly hates me. Blake's mom. So the only one that likes me there is somewhat Blake because I saved her. But me and Sun are besties again. So me and Sun are right now at like this bar having just having smoothies. There you go. I'm right now hanging out. Well, I would say Blake and Ely are there too because Sun.
Yeah. So she's explaining everything to you more or less at this point in time. And then back with y'all over here. Where did...
How the heck did I roll 3 11s?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Actually, okay. So I tried to comfort her after what happened with Adam. It did not work. But I do say if you need help with Adam, let me at him. I have business with him. You may be afraid of him, but I will kill that motherfucker.
I'm supposed to be in Mistral.
Why are you on Mistral?
So I
got lost and took a boat over there.
So does that mean me and him go to Mistral while least you go to? Will that be the case?
Yeah.
Okay, I actually am getting a heart to heart with Blake because of Adam. I tell her how I met Adam and how I knew him as a brother. Like I tell her like all this stuff and how I thought he would never do that, like that kind of stuff. Like trying to like soften up to her, like to make sure she's on our side. Question, or whatever the quotation mark, whatever that is. I don't know. Question mark. But yeah. So I'm right now having a heart to heart about Adam with Blake, saying I thought he was like this. Guess I was wrong. You need help? I got you. So right now, I would say, would we be after the 2 weeks where we're headed there now?
Yeah, pretty much. So you spend most of the time trying to, make Blake trust you more or less, do all that fun stuff. And then eventually gets to the point where Elias manages to actually fully capture Blake as she's able to infiltrate the area. And shockingly does not bed Blake. Shockingly.
So,
but she wants
on.
to.
If you're saying that, give me that. Oh, sit, roll.
You do not bed Blake either. She wants one person.
Not Blake.
Can I roll them very quickly?
Well,
not Blake. Roll. Sit. Roll.
For what?
Nope.
Roll.
No.
It wasn't for Blake. Counter with me. Ha! I bed Elia.
She's gay.
I don't care.
She is not gay. She's gay.
She wanted to come.
You would be able to get with Sun faster than her.
I tried that. I tried to roll 15. I wanted to see if I can have a date with Neo just for one day. No betting or nothing.
So, actually,
Yeah.
I bet Emerald because we're in
He's not there, though.
We're
He's all the way in
with
Mistral.
Red Cinder.
Yeah, she's in Mistral. You're a manager, and she's not particularly interested.
4 weeks have passed. I'm headed to Mistral now.
Well,
I begged Blake.
Yeah.
I
Patience.
begged Emerald.
Well, with that 14, was I able to take Neo on a quick date? Nothing big or anything.
You went on a small date with her before you and Rogue decide to go on to your fantabulous journey. But anyways, and so for Malachi, you managed to get Elia to soften up Blake in order to make it so she was able to capture Blake without Blake really being able to defend herself. You also distracted, what was his name, Sun, so he wasn't able to interfere either. So you managed to get her all the way out to Mistral, where you met with Burnett. And then...
the Sun follow me home.
Sun would almost certainly follow you, simply because, again, he's trying to find Blake.
Okay.
And, yeah,
so,
he cares about Blake.
I tell him, hey, Sun, how about you head to Haven Academy? They might meet up there. Something tells me something's going down there. You might want to go help them. I'll meet up with my other teammate that would be able to help us there.
Now, of
And
course...
I go to Azul.
Yeah, so of course he goes to try, there to find the headmaster to help with this. And then on to... I always forget names for some reason. Midnight and Rogue. So you guys managed to get all the way over to Vacuo in roughly this span of time. A little bit before they managed to go to Mistral. Vacuo. Oh wow, the dice keep with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we move over here though, what was his name? Azul. Yeah. Malachi, you see Azul, once you do find him, arguing with a man who appears to be butchering a cow or some sort of things. And his daughter was holding on to Malachi's arm. Not Malachi, was holding on to Azul's arm and didn't even register the presence. No, I was saying presence. The presence of a 7-foot tall giant.
So, I look over at this scene and damn it, Azul, buddy, let's back away. I understand something's wrong. I look back, glare like Tyrion, like I give like a crazy look that would terrify the shit out of the butcher, and out of pure rage that I see my teammate getting mad at this dude, I actually stabbed the fool.
Jesus. Alright, well, we'll go back to you stabbing a butcher in the middle of town in just a minute.
I wasn't stabbing a butcher.
No,
I would.
Oh.
I did.
Well,
Malachi stabbed a butcher in the middle of town.
Because he offended you.
That was not a good role for Mal then. He kind of just got backhanded for trying to...
Yeah, pretty much.
I look at him. I will get you. I don't care what you do. You offended my fondest friend. Fuck off.
When did you get here?
I told
Why are you on the ground?
Azul, shut up. I'm here to help you. We're going to Mistral Haven Academy.
Good
Go.
God.
I point and actually tell him, go. We have business with
Wait,
you.
now I gotta see how cute this chick is.
She's the cutest being you guys have ever seen in your entire lives. If there were not an angel above you, which there isn't, but you're dead, so that might be. She would think. But anyways, so you guys have your fun times with
I am taking her with me.
You just pick her up and start walking to the area. And you guys have that fun time while we see...
Bridal
I can
style.
pull out their characters here.
So...
Nope, wrong character.
I definitely think we should split 2 episodes up, like where it's us 2 in one area, the other 2 in the other.
Possibly. That makes it like 90 times more difficult, though, so...
Yeah, that is.
Well, I'm not with them, Sid. I'm not with them.
Yeah, I know. Which is entirely your choice.
You put my character down, though.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. That's the...
Yeah.
I was meant to do rogue character. Whoops.
That's what I'm
Right
saying.
now.
I was thinking of your character at the time. Shut up.
Rogue is not a crazy Tyrion motherfucker who wants to carve smiles into people's faces with
Right now-
a pocket knife.
My character is just eating. He's eating frosted mini wheats on the fucking plane.
Oh, nice.
Because airplane food sucks.
So you guys eventually get to the start of the place, which you guys are more comfortable on the. Actually, no, you guys would have walked. Would you guys have taken the boat, or would you guys have walked through the horrible location?
Actually, Rogue can take the boat. Guess what? I can fly with my Pokemon form.
That's true. So you guys
You're
eventually
right, we
get
both
here.
have that.
Okay, so you guys eventually get here, and it kind of shocks you from all the rumors you heard of Vacuo. You kind of expected the area to be a little bit more insane, I suppose the word is. But no, it's just a normal grassland. You see a desert many miles further in. Oh, Rogue's AFK. Okay. But you guys see a simple desert, kind of more or less in the way here. Also a town over here.
And I see a crocodile, and I say, "Crocky!"
You see a couple of creatures. You see a fish lying in the middle of the sand as you guys get through. I don't know, that's incredible. As you guys are still walking through to get to Vacuo, you see a fish in the middle of the sand. Sand looks dry as hell. The fish looks like it just got there. It's also stupidly hot.
It's cooking itself.
Why is a fish? What?
It's a very disturbing sight.
Is this like some kind of Tim Burton bullshit?
A little bit.
Who lives in the sand under the sea?
God. You also then notice as you are staring. You also notice as you are staring at this fish, a massive crater in the earth opens up and the fish falls through it before it snaps back closed.
Is that a Grim?
You're fairly certain it's Earth, but at this point you're not sure.
You know what? Actually,
really not
since
sure.
I guess I say to Rogue, I think we're gonna need our Pokemon forms for this journey right now.
What was his Pokemon form? Hold on a moment.
A Lucario.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, he's BRB
Lucario
at
is
the
a
moment.
damn fucking fast.
I know, he's BRB at the moment, so I'll kind of use his character, as I will. But he nods to you as he turns into his Lucario form, which is quite a disturbing look, to be honest with you, since it's a bipedal creature, as it turns into, basically a foot taller and looks as a giant spike coming out of its chest, but it's completely grimmified, so it's very disturbing. It's like, lead the way. Mm-hmm. So you guys attempt to get across the entire place. Roll d20 if you will. I'll roll one for him.
Okay.
Rude. Oh, nice.
Not bad.
Oof. So you're probably gonna have to pick him up a couple times if you'd roll
Yeah, I
for
picked him up
that
a couple
real
times.
quick.
Like,
You notice that as you start flying over the place, a couple of irritating winds kind of push you around, but not too bad. The searing heat and the sandblaster of a sandstorm is not pleasant. But you also notice Rogue below you getting beaten by rocks the size of his fist, as well as the ground like shaking under him. You also notice that there's a tsunami in the distance coming at you.
can I do something then?
Yeah.
Is there a gun heading at them by any chance?
I just decide to sit down on the ground and enjoy a hallucination drink.
You're just like, oh, we're in the middle of desert and there's tsunami here. It must be I must be just like sunburned or something. It's definitely a mirage. It's nothing special. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine.
Did he get hit by the gun I threw?
No, he gets hit by a tsunami. Both of them get hit by a tsunami. They also get hit by a ginormous wave of sand, and they eat wet sand that's also in 110-degree weather.
And let me see what I can do with that sand. I make a sand slushy.
God. You're gonna be dead in a week.
Oh, it sounds so unpleasant.
He's gonna be dead in 20
Actually,
minutes.
sorry guys.
You're good.
It's okay.
Oh. Rogue is in
Okay,
pain.
my coughing is because of the sand. I don't know. Anyway, with that 12, I was able to ingest some of the water from that sand.
Mm-hmm. which is quite nice. Kind of refreshing, although it hurt your throat from the amount of sand that was inside of it. But, yeah, Rogue is doing much worse than you, as he has bashed his skull against a lot of rocks, and the rocks keep shifting under him.
Actually, question, where are the ruins at? Where would the ruins be at?
The ruins would be shifting. Not quite sure where they are because from just looking at the sand at the moment, the entire layout of the entire ground has more or less shifted at least 40 degrees in almost every direction.
So the ruins would be in the desert area.
Yeah, they're somewhere in the desert area. You're not quite sure where because, again, the entire ground is shifting as you look at it. But, yeah.
Let me see what I can do here. I decided to take out a cigarette and just look at the horizon.
You're attempting to figure out how the sand is moving or anything like that. Only the sandy bit, by the way. Let me just... There you go. Only that bit that's contained within the red is actually having any damage to it. All the other sections of the area, all the green spots, not a single thing is affecting them. It looks like Veil, for the most part. But everything that's sandy is... It looks as if you took the Arctic tundra, made it into sand, and then started stomping on everyone's face. And then made that collective emotion into the ground.
Let me see what I can do now. Ooh, yay! Finally.
You managed to discover how to move, more or less.
Actually, let me run more time. Oh, hey, Ro.
What's going on?
We got hit by a fucking sand tsunami.
Yeah, of course there's a sand tsunami.
Yeah, you guys attempted to walk forwards, and the first thing that happened was you guys went into your Pokemon forms, and Roasted went up into the sky. Smart choice. You, since you don't have a flowing form, have a Lucario form, decide to run forwards, because you're fast.
Of course. Exactly.
Unfortunately, the ground decided to shift under you. You slammed your face into the ground, and then Roasted looked forwards as a massive tsunami. This is a literal tsunami, by the way. There's also a sandstorm at the same time. But there's a literal tsunami coming after you, which Roasted decided to sit down for. He thought it was a mirage. It wasn't.
And while you guys were down there, a gun landed right there.
Yeah, just a random gun just hit the ground next to you.
My character picks up the gun. The 17's not for that, but my character picks up the gun like, what is this, Borderlands?
I imagine so. It's a desert wasteland. What else to expect?
All right, that's it.
Also, the ground is constantly shifting under you guys.
I used that 17, and I know where to go now. And let me see what I can do very quickly. Depending on what I roll. Okay,
15.
I grab, I see another fucking sand tsunami coming, and I grab Rogue and throw him over it.
That's a smart choice, actually. Gives Rogue a little bit of vertigo, but...
but
you guys do manage to get closer to Vacuo now. As you guys notice, the closer you get to Vacuo, specifically in this little ring of towns and whatnot, the less dangerous it seems to be. Between Vacuo and the red line that I showed and near the edge of the map, it's about as dangerous as if you stepped on a midget's face. That's all the detail I need to go in there.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's not good. It's not a good time.
It's still dangerous, but not quite as dangerous. So
yeah,
I guess that's plus.
Sin, I just realized.
What?
Does Pokemon form make him a furry or a fawn?
It makes him into an X-dimensional being.
Because Lucario is like a squirrel dog thing.
Yeah.
So
I would say the definition for that would be extraterrestrial being. He's an alien.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Everyone else here probably look like an alien.
We have features of the Pokemon, like Roasted has wings, probably. But,
yeah.
But I was always wondering that because like
you guys would be kind of just like aliens for the most part, really. Rogue, you need to like get past my border. Thank you. Stop being an alien. There you go.
So the reason why I'm asking is because my Pokemon, I turn into a Gallade, so I just grow giant blades out of my arm, and I'm fast as fuck.
Pretty much, yeah. You get ginormous blades out of your arms.
If I remember, Gallade. Oh my god, that was MVP of the year of my team.
Yeah, you get massive blades out of your arms, basically.
And then I also get my pet Milotic Snake.
Anyway,
I mean, you guys all have your pets and whatnot. They just
I
just don't
always
use
have
them very often.
mine. I always have mine.
Anyway, I guess we arrive in Vacuo finally.
You guys finally managed to get there. It kind of feels as if you went through literally war with the planet itself. You're not quite
is it
sure
day
what
or
this place
night?
has out for you, but something is out for you.
Mike, it's a better question. Is it day or night?
That is a good question.
By the time they get there, it's
Daytime.
Oh,
okay.
daytime. Well, at least we can
So
see
how-
what's gonna hit us.
How many days did it take to get through the desert?
It took them a good day to get through. It's a big desert. It's huge, and it's angry.
So I guess you'll load up the Vacuo map.
So you guys are now inside of Vacuo. It's a nice place. It's surprisingly nice, actually, for how absolutely batshit crazy everything is. But it's a surprisingly nice place. As you guys enter the town, you notice that it's mostly quiet. But every single person, and I mean without exception, and this is something that you guys might want to learn while you're here, looks pristine. They look like sand has not been touching their nipples for goddamn decades.
And our characters look like we're so badly beaten up. But do the guards welcome us? Because if we can survive the desert, we can welcome
You
in
guys
Vacuo.
look as if you took a sandblaster to every private part you had. The guards look at you, and they smile at you, and one holds out his hand as if, welcoming things. It's like, welcome to Vacuo, young traveler. We have seen that you have accomplished the deed of fighting through the wasteland. He points out towards the wasteland, which at the moment has now swallowed up 4 different trees, spit them back out, ripped them in half, made them again, and has tsunami overflow them 3 times. In just his
Yeah,
sentence.
it was a literal fight. Here we are.
Yes. You see, for some reason, this place, we like to call this little area Vacuo. It's a nice little town, and look it. Is the only place in this entire area which does not have massive terraform properties, which is why we set up camp here.
Makes sense.
Now, you people look like he pulls out a bottle of skincare. You guys need some skincare. Rub this on your nipple every day for 3 days straight, and nothing will ever harm it again, as long as you apply it every single day.
Fine. You need to drink
Okay.
tea or something after this.
He pulls out another bottle, and this is shampoo, and this is conditioner, and this is for your toenails. You want to keep these toenails professional.
What are you, a traveling salesman?
What? No, that's just what we all do. The other guard pulls out like 4 bottles of like different, like one bottle is just for your abs, another one is just for your pecs, one of them is for your biceps. And he's like,
Azul will get along with
And I thought Mistral was weird sometimes.
Azul will get along with these people.
well, you see, Mistral has very good everything for the higher ups and lower downs, but we're the skincare masters. He raises his bicep and flexes it, and you swear that the sun itself is shining upon it.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for the notice. Is there any hotel we can stop at? Because it almost looks like it's about to be nightfall.
Oh, there are several hotels. Just go on and step through the doors. Just go there. He points to the main town that's in the frontier. You notice that every single
Before they
person,
meet you?
without exception, I mean literally every person there, looks as if they have spent years perfecting every part of their bodies. They look as if you took a normal human being, turned their attractiveness level to like 30, and then placed them inside of a desert so it looks like they're constantly bathing themselves in water. Like, that like hot image thing of a guy pulling out like a jug of water and pouring himself. It looks like they all do that daily. They're shining.
Okay.
Well, there's one thing.
Before they leave the guards, they had something happen for a rule.
Oh, yeah, right. So the guard also, pulls out a package. By the way, we were sent this package a while ago. Kind of impressive. But here you go.
Thanks.
Okay. I wonder where it could be from.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful time here. Also,
I don't
concerned.
know why. I'm just thinking of a pillar man in this city.
I know, it's pretty much just like an entire village of pillar men, except with less intimidating. Well, no, more intimidating stuff. Less horrifying, more attractiveness. And as he also mentions, by the way, concerning the weapons of you two, you look like you could fit right in town with good old, what's the place called? Shade? Yeah, Shade Academy. We've had several Vale students come over here recently, including Coco Adele. Wonderful girl, by the way. But they're currently inside. Her entire team. Her entire team. But they're currently inside of Shade Academy. So if you would like to visit your comrades, you would have quite an interesting time there.
Okay, any other places? Because a lot of us have drifted around after what happened in, well, you know. I'm pretty sure the news has always been around.
It has been seen from everywhere. But yes, there are a couple of places around. There's a couple of towns around, although they don't last very long considering the seismic shifts, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, wonk. But there are a couple of places around, but mostly this is the only safe place that you can get to without hitting. He points to the far-off edge of the horizon, getting to the grassy areas. For the most part, here our headmaster would probably be interested in meeting some more Vale students, as well as his assistant. She's not as pleasant though.
So really quick, I'm gonna roll. So I just fucked myself over because I was gonna go Mistral with them. I convinced Israel that we're going to Vacchio.
Oh no.
So I guess me and him are going to Vacchio now.
Oh, that's easy to do.
So me and him now have met up, and me and him are now headed here.
I feel like I'm an Assassin's Creed here.
I know. So you guys start marching your way through the hellish deserts, which is unbelievably unpleasant, as they manage to get into the main area.
I guess we'll use the same room we did for Vale, or I guess hotel room.
Yeah, more or less. Move you guys over there in just a second.
I would
sorry,
say-
Silver.
What?
I flung you at the town.
So we're right now in the desert, and all you hear is I would say Rogue and Roasted's character Midnight. They all hear a girl like scream. No.
What?
Yeah, so they're
What
wondering
is
what
that?
they look out the window. They see a flying silver crow just fly into the gate.
Oh, so that's what the girl was. Okay.
I'm not a girl, damn it. That was not my intention. Zul, I'm gonna kill you.
You also notice that you can see further behind him, Zul getting hit by wave after wave of sand, some pristine tsunamis, a little bit of volcano activity as well. You're kind of surprised by that part, but
You just
not
walk
very.
through it.
Pretty much, yeah. Tsunamis, whirlpools, sand whirlpools, sand sharks, sand grim, volcano activity, earthquakes,
I
you
managed
name
to
it,
keep
it
the
happened
girl
to him.
Safe from all of it.
When he
He's
finally,
still carrying the girl. He's still
I
carrying the
kept her
girl.
safe from all of it.
when he finally
He's
gets
so-
to the room, you guys notice something very strange.
And
Namely,
guess what? Because you did that, when you bust through the door, a damn rock fell on top of my head.
He has Leperture's daughter.
when he finally walks in, you guys notice something about him very strange. Namely, everything that happened out there seemed to have made him look more attractive. You're not quite sure
Yay!
how, but he looks more. It's like him being in this town makes him more attractive.
So,
You also notice he has
Maybe-
15 bottles of shampoo on him.
Well, I
I just
think
look at
he'll fit in here quite well.
I just look at him. See, you're fitting in perfectly. Now, while we're here, hey guys, I'm headed out to get information. I'm gonna visit Velvet.
Don't do anything stupid here.
I'm visiting Velvet. I go out and visit Velvet.
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh, Jesus
He-
Christ.
I texted Velvet.
How do you have all their phone numbers?
I managed to steal everyone's
He's like the
phone
big
number.
hulking guy
I-
who always gets the
from-
lead.
I am the guy
Veil
with knowledge.
of
You
That's
have
fair.
knowledge of me. Wow.
I stole everybody's numbers.
So
I
that's the
didn't
thing.
ask
He
them, I
texted Velvet.
stole it.
So
But I texted Velvet
Oh
and
my
let her
God.
know my teammate was going to go hit on her.
I wasn't even gonna hit on her.
And to take it easy on
I love how you
my
think I'm gonna
teammate.
hit on her. My character
This is
thinks
the
Velvet
first
has a
reaction
little-
is he's don't hit on you, and you're just like, man, you know me so well, but man.
Yeah, I'm like looking at him before I leave. Be like,
Oh man.
I hate you.
You know, oh my gosh, you two! What the hell will you two guys do? I swear.
I have no idea.
So, Velvet ignores me with that 9 because of him.
Pretty much.
Anyway,
But Coco, hey, fuck you. She actually bought the flirts.
I'm pretty
Anyway, you
I'm
know
pretty
what?
sure in my head canon. Yeah, Coco's gay.
no, actually, no, she's not.
No,
No.
well, A with the 20 and B with the fact that I want her to be gay. But no, she's gay. Have you seen that
Fuck
fashion?
you.
Have you seen that
I-
woman's fashion? That woman
I
has
don't
the
think she
fashion
is.
of a gay
I
man.
don't think she's canon, but
Oh no, she's definitely
No.
not gay. She is like hard for Yatsuhashi, okay? She is like super into Yatsuhashi. But
You
no,
know
she's
what?
gay.
Sid, stop ruining my life. You know what?
Ah,
Right.
I'm not
but
really. That's 20.
actually, well, I actually didn't care. I dated Neo for a bit.
Yeah. So
know what?
she's super
I just-
gay, and she looks at you, and the first thing that she wants to do is move you away from Coco, because she'll give you Yatsuhachi. He has a giant sword.
No. So I look at her and be like, you know what? Screw it. I walk back to the dorm and I start texting girl.
You know
So
what?
you sure you
Just-
don't
just
want?
thinking,
Sure you
girl,
don't want his big sword? It's
Fuck
real
you.
big.
Fuck
Actually,
you, Velvet. I mean, Velvet Coco.
Oh boy.
anyway, I don't know if I should contact Salem or not. Now, at this point,
I mean, her job for you
I'd
is
wait
to
a
find.
That's cool.
I'll wait a
That's
couple
cool.
days.
Stop this.
before we do that, hold on, give me a second.
You're just mad because my girl's a solid 20.
I don't want the butcher's daughter. Fuck you.
My
I'm
character
gonna
just.
roll the fucking
Was
My
that-
20.
character.
You know, it's-
Oh,
it's
sorry.
Is that what it
Sorry, what's up?
I said my character was looking around for any suspicious listening devices or items that people may play.
There are not. That looks like a normal hotel. But her job for you was to find out if you could find the summer vault. Which you imagine,
This-
considering how crazy the entirety of the ground is, Ospen would have a lot of fun playing tricks. So,
Oh yeah,
Does-
definitely.
So, actually, is this connected to the database?
It's rolling randomly. I'm not even going.
that computer, it's
Yeah.
connected to the local database of sorts, which
Let me
considering
see what I can
Curve's
do.
a lot
See what I can do. Oh, ooh, yay!
Nice.
I can still use
That
parts of my
sounds
black.
dumb, bro. I'm just
I can
rolling
still
randomly.
use part of my Black Knight virus. I still.
So you're able to
That's nice.
access a little bit of stuff. There is absolutely nothing on the vault, however. There is some stuff on the headmaster, though. Apparently, at one point when he was younger, he managed to kick a Borutos so hard it went through an Ursa's stomach.
Was
Okay.
there an
Sounds
Ursa
like a
even
man I
there?
respect.
Apparently,
there-
yeah. Apparently, Ursas randomly wander in here, and by randomly, I
There's
mean
someone-
they sometimes get thrown in there by ginormous tsunamis.
There's
Not
no
quite sure
woman
more
that's-
than tsunamis, but you
Did,
know.
did he kick the Borsuk? It turned into a.
No, he
Ursa.
kicked the Borutos so
Okay.
hard that it went through a Ursa's stomach.
There's no rest is because if he kicked it so hard, it turned it into the
My
Ursa,
character-
and then the Borsuk is in the stomach.
My character does realize this, but my character just looks at you as like, "Well, that's all right. Hey, I kind of like Neapolitan. I don't care if she doesn't like me back that much. At least it's worth it."
Yeah, I love that ship. You're on my OTP.
OTP1 true pair. But okay.
So Midnight X Shade, what is this? It's gonna be black.
Y'all,
ice
y'all
cream.
just gave me the win for getting an actual girlfriend. Fuck y'all.
You
Because
find a
you-
nice little lady, and by nice little lady, I mean she looks like she puts skincare all over her body
Sin,
constantly.
I'm talking about. I'm texting Emerald. You fucked her.
Oh.
You will not fuck this up. You giving me every girl that I want to be gay. So at least give me Emerald.
She is surprisingly, unless I get a 20, only bisexual.
But I get.
Hold on.
Fuck you.
But she's
I have
interested in
something
you.
that
At least.
happened with the 10.
Oh. She's interested in you at least.
I got an 18. You can't overrule it with that 10.
Yeah. What was that, Burnett? That. Why is that 2? What? Oh.
It's the damn double click shit.
Oh, that was cool though. It
Yeah.
popped out two of them at the same time. That was neat. Never
Yeah.
realized that could happen. Interesting.
So, Azul, what did you want to do?
Huh?
I think he's typing.
Azul, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna type it, I guess. Oh. Oh, that's
I
funny.
feel so sorry. Silver.
Well, he doesn't send it to everyone because I overruled him with that 18. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
He sent it to Probably Roasted.
Nice.
Also, you guys already these guys know. But yeah. Anyways, so you guys get a little bit of information on
I have red hair
the
though now. So
yeah,
it's-
the headmaster for the most part. Not much information on his second command, however, besides the fact that she is originally from Mistral. That's about it.
You mean Atlas? Atlas, you mean?
Looks like
yeah.
we're gonna have to.
Atlas.
Looks like we're gonna have to look into Shade Academy very quickly.
I'd
Yeah,
have to add my
that's a
character
good
because I'm
assumption.
Also very quickly,
Hmm?
it's already night, right?
More or less. I'm not putting the map yet, but I'll do that
All right.
next episode.
My character does this.
Hmm?
He summons his.
He sounds his puppet.
Yeah, he summons his puppet very quickly. Not to contact Salem.
Mm-hmm. The puppet pops out.
And yeah, my puppet pops out and says, see what information you can dig up and watch this town if you can. But
It
don't let
nods.
anyone spot you. Just look from the mountaintop.
So, I tell Rose before
You tell who?
Before his puppet goes. So, I was saying what's his character. Before your puppet goes on whatever you need him to do,
Mm-hmm.
have him take my pet's serpent. It'll be able to gather even more information if they split up after they go together.
That's probably a smart idea, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So I give before the puppet leaves, I hand my serpent, Malotech, over to puppet. I tell the serpent, like a snake, because I can speak snake because of the
Yeah.
serpent. So
Now you
I
can speak Pokemon, yeah.
Pokemon, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever it is. I speak to it, say, whatever you find after you both split up, make sure you find information about this town. If you find anything about the vault or maiden, bring it back to Roasted. Once you're done talking to Roasted and with the puppet, come back to me.
It nods. Well, you imagine it nods. It's a snake, so it can't really nod, but nods.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they go on their ways.
Anyway, my character, after that, he decides to say, you know what?
Jesus.
I'm gonna sleep right now. Fuck everything. I've already had enough for one day, and I need them damn sleep.
Roll and see if he flexes back.
Of course he flexes back. Have you met him? So
But-
you vaguely hear outside as Burnett goes outside and he starts chatting with somebody, and the only thing you can really hear is the ripping sound of his shirt as he looks at the man and flexes. Hello, my muscular sir. How are you on this fine flexing day?
My character is legit.
Hey, I finally get some fucking
So
good.
I see this because I'm headed to a bar.
Uh-huh.
I see this. I'm like, no.
The man replies by pulling out some oil.
Jojo, no!
The man replies by
Actually-
pulling out some oil and just running it all over his arm and just flexing it.
So I run to the bar and actually get some drink.
What are you doing?
Actually, with that 20, has my puppet discovered anything, or is that me sleeping?
It's discovered a few things. It discovered the possible location of the vault. It's buried underneath about 40 pounds of shifting dirt. And by 40 pounds, I mean it's like 15 feet below you guys.
My
Probably
serpent
longer.
said
But,
about the same thing then.
yeah, the
yeah.
serpent has mostly gained same rough information. On the maiden, there is no information in any way, shape, or form that you guys have
It
discovered so far.
It looks like the only way we're going to be able to get stuff from the maiden is if we go up to the headmaster, and maybe if I can be very quickly put like a bug in his computer, but that's about it.
I look over the Roach. We might even Roach's character. We might even be able to convince him with Rogue here, because remember they did a background check on Rogue with Ozpin present.
Exactly,
Might have-
and nothing
we
came
might
up,
be able to
so
convince
I'm in the clear.
We
You're
might be able to
good,
convince him with Rogue
but I have to change
actually
my-
helping.
But knowing me, I'm gonna have to change my accent. Wait.
Yeah. Maybe you can do an Australian accent. I mean, this place
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me test it out. All right, mates. Let's do this shit.
My character just looks at him and be like,
Zero and Cian, if you guys are watching this, I apologize. Those are two people in our chat who are actually Australian.
I'm not doing this to upset Australian shit. I'm just doing this for infiltration.
my character, I just look at him and be like,
oh my god, that's fantastic.
Wow. Okay then.
I could always
got back to the bar.
I could always do. Hey, I can always do other accents if you wish. Russian. Hey, would you like some vodka, comrade?
Actually, that would probably work with the big tough guy act here.
Yeah, true.
All right. I guess I'll go with Russian. All right. Hello, headmaster. How are you doing? Would you like some vodka and some shrimp together?
Would you like some tea, sir?
Good sir. Pip me no chum.
Pep cheerio, motherfucker.
So,
all right. Anyway,
I just walk back to the bar, hear this, and that's all. And I just look at him, shake my head, go to a corner in the room, and
I guess we'll use
and see how their plans are going to do.
I guess we'll use the inside of Vale Academy from Shade Academy. I guess as
well. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I gotta go so I can cut up some chicken, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys want to see, put into the comments who you guys think are the maidens, like all the 4 maidens. I have, in fact, introduced you guys to every single maiden so far. I just want to reiterate that so all 4 of you guys are here when I say it. All 4 maidens have been announced who they are. And I have kept on keeping random things. Huh?
Even the summer one?
Even the summer one, yes. All 4 maidens have been shown. All 4 of them...
I still have a feeling it's the giant fucking monkey.
Yeah, so all 4 of them have been, in fact, said. I'm not going to explain who they are until you guys meet them. Well, not meet them, but until you guys figure it out for yourselves, as I do want that to be interesting. If the other team, the hero team, does find out who their maidens are and where their vaults are, I will probably more or less keep you guys on the same track-ish. But yeah, so... that I'm going to mostly more or less keep you guys on the same track. But if you guys do figure out who the maidens are in this world, I'll be interested in that. And I'll confirm it when you guys do it.
Do they have the same maidens in the hero world?
Currently, they do. I have not decided whether I'm going to keep that as a thing or if I'm going to change it, but currently, they have the same maidens.
Okay, is Saffron in the hero world?
She is, but she's not in the, she's not in their general area. Unlike you guys, that team doesn't have a bone to pick with them. So she is inside that world, but they're a much smaller force.
Okay. The reason why I was wondering that is because if Saffron's not there, she's not the summer maiden with us. But if she is there,
I mean, she could have been.
That's a smaller, it's a smaller no chance that she isn't.
I might also switch the heroes' maidens at some point or another, or I might keep them roughly the same. But for your guys', all 4 of them have been said. I'm not going to change them in the series because I do like them. All 4 of them have been mentioned. All 4 of them you guys have individually met, more or less. And yeah, it should be interesting to see who you guys are going to find out who is who.
Damn it, I know who the Winter Maiden is.
You might.
Damn it. No, I actually know. We've only met one person that was a definite, and he said it wasn't Weiss.
By the way, all the maidens can be in separate areas. So, for example, the Winter Maiden could be in Vacua, just so you guys are aware.
I know, but you said we met them, and there was possibilities of only a couple like that would fit.
I still think
you said Weiss wasn't. It's
I mean, of course, Weiss is not the maiden of
fucking scientist
thing. Of course, Weiss is not the.
I think still Saffron is still the Summer Maiden.
The Winter Maiden is the fucking scientist. We haven't met Winter. We have not met Winter. It's fucking scientist.
But again,
Oh my God.
but again, once you guys get to them, I will confirm it or I will deny it. Once you guys confront the idea. But for those who are interested in this entire series, post in the comments who you guys think is the maidens. I'm very interested to see who the viewers may think the maidens are at this point in time. And then yeah,
Actually, I got an idea who the Winter Maiden is. It's Gordon Ramsay.
well, he got those medals somehow, man.
So also, comment down below your favorite OTP, because 3 of our members are now in a relationship alone.
Random,
Rogue, I'm sorry.
and apparently,
sorry.
Sue was
Rogue the single Pringle. Rogue the single Pringle.
Yeah, well, I'm
we have
one,
Azul. Butcher's
Rogue.
daughter. We have Neo with Rose Sid's character, and I'm now with Emerald. Shit.
I'm the
Rogue,
one with
stop
the
being a single.
hottest.
Shut up. Stop being a single Pringle, bud.
he likes being a
Get-
single
get-
Pringle. You know, he has
Get
his
with
computers.
Cinder or someone.
God,
Get
no.
with
It's
Cinder.
okay.
I
It's okay.
give you my blessing. She's a sister. Go get with Cinder. I give you my blessing. Go.
Don't
Cinder, she will probably fry your ass.
I think-
also
yeah.
listen to
Literally,
that,
in this
don't
case.
worry.
No, she tolerates, I think, Rogue the most.
He
Don't
doesn't
worry,
talk
If
a
you
lot.
really
So.
think about it,
Sort
she
it out.
tolerates him the most.
But anyway, so if you guys enjoyed this series, please comment, like, subscribe. Go check out all the stuff in the description as well. I have a Patreon now. If you guys want me to edit your guys' audio and pay for it, I guess, you guys can do that as well. The money will be going mostly towards most of the group here in terms of people, as well as just a couple things going.
Yeah, I sent you a text on Skype.
Nice, you're good. But anyway, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun jazz, and go check out their channels in the description as well. Sorry, my tongue got dry. As well, because that's a word. And we'll see you guys on the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen.
Comment to the
See you
maidens.
guys.
Roast steak!
OTP and maidens. Comment down below. Bye.